Stephen Tate. I'm the co-founder of Aimba, which is an acronym for AIM Basketball Association. We started Aimba back in 2012, what originally started out as a player development skills training organization, kind of morphed into something where it was more engaging with the kids on many levels. So we've since grown to the point where not only we do player development, skills training, camps and clinics, we also do after-school programs. AIM is also an acronym which stands for Athletics Intelligence Mentorship. So on our after-school programs, which is one of our swim lanes within our organization, we spend a lot of time focusing on not only just basketball, but that more so serves as a medium for other areas. Typically what we try to do is break our camps into age groups, and then from there we then differentiate based on skill level. But a lot of what our stuff is fundamental development. So one of the things that we hone in on with our kids is, hey, listen, practice makes permanent. It's a slogan of ours, because we want the kids to understand that even if you're more skilled or better than another kid that you may be paired up with, it doesn't mean that you're already a perfect ball player.
Double dribble, that's the stop, that's the stop. Good job. Double dribble, one.
Our campers are no more than 8 kids to a coach. So if that means we got 25 kids, there's at least going to be 3 coaches there with them. So in doing that, it gives the kids more than enough time to be able to get that individual attention that they deserve, which is one thing that is a strength of ours. We've seen camps before where 30 and 40 kids are in there with one person. That's inefficient, and your campers aren't going to get anything out of that. So that's one area. Another area is I don't bring on anyone that doesn't have basketball experience. We just like to make sure that we're bringing in experienced individuals, male or female. They're comfortable around kids. They've already shown me that this is something that they're passionate about, and through that, your kids get the best experience. Stand up, bring it in real quick. We're gonna close this out with something that we call practice makes permanent. It ain't nothing perfect, right? We just talked about that, right? So let me hear everybody real quick say practice makes permanent. Good. We're in multiple schools throughout the Maryland, D.C. area, as far out as Baltimore City. And it's a program that we developed a few years back, which has been very impactful in a lot of the schools and with a lot of the kids that we work with. One of our kids, our students, one of the activities that they really enjoy is actually a science experiment. It's where we take a basketball, all kids get their own basketball. We bring in other tools such as infrared thermometers. We do multiple theories to determine whether or not if the basketball's temperature will increase or decrease as they dribble the ball more and more throughout the exercise. So one, not only is it giving them an opportunity to kind of come up with their own theories of what they think may actually happen, it gives them an opportunity to experience science in a different way to where they can grow an appreciation for science, that academic itself.
I want to hear self-assessment, all right? I think it's more beneficial for you guys to self-assess yourself, so that way you know how to criticize and respond to criticism. All right, at this age, if someone gives you, hold the ball for me, please, thank you. If someone gives you like constructive criticism at this age, you may not know how to receive it. Some people do, but I want to avoid all of that, all right? I want you to be able to criticize yourself and say, this is what I need to do to get better.
What we do is we focus heavily on the mentor aspect of what it is that we do. So we use something called Q&A sessions, which is basically it's a social circle, right? One of our focuses is not only developing kids physically, but socially, right? We spoke about the academics, we spoke about the physical development. Social development is super important because a lot of these kids, in particular in these underprivileged communities, that's an area that is truly underdeveloped. Either they haven't had the opportunity to develop it, or when they try to, they just don't get the right kind of feedback or guidance when trying to develop that. So we use our PACT program, which is a way for us to improve and develop their social skills. We use basketball for it all the time. We'll use diagrams of plays, we'll use footage from games, and it gives the kids an opportunity to raise their hand, voice their opinion, have others learn to respect others' opinions, opine in on that opinion, not take that opinion personally, right? And then digest what they hear and develop and learn and grow from that. So there's so many components to social development, but we try to leverage basketball and that interest, something that's been piqued, to develop those skills. So in doing that, they're learning and developing what it takes to be an adult in life. Social skills are critical for finding a job, learning how to ask for what is something it is that you need. And these are skills that kids just don't have in these areas. So PACT is one of our great tools that we use, in addition to other things that we do to make sure that these kids are getting more out of more than just basketball out of what it is that we're bringing them. One of our sayings that we always like to say is, you know, our goal is to develop these young kids and adolescents on and off the basketball court. So be okay with making mistakes and just know that, you know what, I'll get better the next time. I like to call it the flush it mentality. You know how when you use the bathroom
And then you flush it.
and then you flush it? And when it's flush, it ain't there no more? That's how you gotta look at your mistakes. You gotta say flush it. So let me say flush it.
Flush it.
Flush it. If you make a mistake, say flush it.
Flush it.
Flush it. And you can do that in your head. You miss a free throw, flush it. You miss a shot, flush it.
That's right.
Right? You do something wrong, flush it. Let me get better. And guess what? Flush it ain't just for basketball, that's everything in life, right? If you're interested in finding out more about Aimba, you can visit us at www.aimba.org. That's www.aimba.org. You can also visit us on Facebook at aimba.org.